Hey everyone, welcome back to Shop Life. Don't mind the haircut. We forgot to record the intro when we were actually doing all this work because we were just, hustling, trying to get everything done. But let's just get on with this video. Let's try to finish up this car and just get it done. Alright, so I test fitted the headlights just to see how the gaps and everything is going to look, what I need to adjust still. So what I need to do is I need to move over the radiator support just over to the right just a little bit. And then also what I need to do is adjust the fender. So the bottom of the fender probably got tweaked a little bit from the wreck. We did not replace this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to pull the bottom section out a little bit, and that should help out with this gap. Also this bumper, the brackets that hold the bumper to the other bracket where it slides in, all those brackets are a little tweaked on both sides, and that's just because of the bumper, and we're not replacing the bumper, we're just gonna leave it as it is. We're not too worried about this gap. If it's a little bit higher, if it's sagging a little bit, it's okay, because I mean, the bumper is all scuffed up anyways. Whenever the bumper goes, whenever it gets more damage, then eventually if we need to replace it, we will. But yeah, let's pull these out, screw over the radiator support, and then we can do final assembly with the headlights and everything. Alright, so I went ahead and adjusted the actual radiator support, pulled it up a little bit on this side. A few other things that I did notice is the bumper bar itself looks like it's also a little kinked right here. I mean, not really kinked, but bent. It's the same thing on this side, but they're not very symmetrical. That's why I'm assuming that some of it's like a little tweaked. But like I said, I mean, this bumper is still good. It's not really, cracked and broken everywhere. So we're not too worried about it. The gap might be off a little bit, and once again, if I was gonna sell this car, I would have, done it, changed that bumper bar as well, and try to get the gaps like almost as perfect as I could. But for right now, I think we're good with this, and you guys will see why, as far as when the next video comes up, as to why we're just trying to get it done more so than me sitting here. Because let's put it this way, we've already wasted about 6 hours, maybe 5-6 hours for me just trying to get these gaps right. And it's gonna take me a lot longer, switching more things out, try to make it right, like perfect, when it's really not gonna be that big of a deal in the end. But anyways, I'm gonna start doing the final assembly now. I went in and hooked up the horns on both sides and even the fog lights. So the previous owner, he had actually put the HID kits for the fog lights with these projectors. And the fog lights themselves were good. Only one of them had popped out of the bracket. I popped that back in and hooked all that up. Sorry if I seem a little frustrated, with this whole process. I mean, as you can see, it's already daytime. I mean, we spent so much time last night trying to get all these gaps aligned, messing with the hinges, and we're just running really behind on everything. And we're just trying to get this done because the actual testing of this car is a 38-hour road trip. So just, put that into consideration. So we're trying to get this stuff done and still get some rest before we start driving it for 38 hours. So pretty much what's gonna happen is, we're gonna put the headlights and stuff back in, put the cooling system, the throttle body, all that, change the front brakes, put the car on the ground with some different wheels, and we're literally heading straight out to North Carolina. I mean, that's 38 hours, and that's gonna be pretty much letting us know if we did a good job or not. So, we're just trying to film as much as we can, but there's also stuff that we have to try to get done. So these gaps and stuff, it's just doing the same thing over and over, trying to adjust it. You loosen one bolt on one hinge, you loosen one bolt here, scoot it around, try to close it. It went the wrong way, so then you gotta start doing it again. You loosen the fender bolts, push, pull. It's just, endlessly doing the same thing. But yeah, and she still has to edit this video before we head out. So, a lot of stuff going on, just trying to get it done. What?
I can edit in the car.
How you gonna edit in the car with the Hackintosh? Write a comment down below if you know what a Hackintosh is. And Hackintosh or a real Macintosh, your choice. What would you choose?
I don't know. I mean, the Hackintosh, I've been having a little trouble with it,
come on.
It is faster.
And the specs are, you would pay the same thing. You'll probably pay like 3 times as much for a real Macintosh. And it works just the same. Only thing that doesn't work is the iMessage. Which, who needs iMessage? When you got your phone. All right.
Snap, the corner light looks perfect.
Damn right, you know who did it?
Like, really good.
Yes, yes, I know. What can I say? Now this is the hard part.
Why?
Getting this in without dropping it. You know, the funny thing is, you know what our first, well not our first, but one of our first videos was a DIY on removing an entire front end off of an E46. And it was actually for my first car, Snowflake, right before the swap. Isn't that crazy? We've come full circle. I can't wait till we reveal what we're doing with this car. That way I can like actually talk about my true feelings on what I hope will happen and everything with the car. If anybody wants to do track builds, hit me up.
Turbo, supercharged.
Whatever you want, we got it. Cause you know, we're trying to change the whole outlook of the channel. Is it outlook?
Direction.
Direction, there we go. We're changing the whole direction of the channel. Channels, not the channels, more about the shop. We're changing the whole direction of the shop, so consequently the content is gonna be different as well, and hopefully it's the content that everybody likes, which are rebuilds. And we're still gonna have DIYs and stuff, don't get me wrong, we got enough cars to make DIYs on. But this is where, you know, we're gonna be able to have more fun. Although this is a little frustrating, but
Yep.
still be fun in the long run. It wouldn't be frustrating if we weren't on a time crunch. Because the reason we're on a time crunch is even like as soon as we take this North Carolina, we're coming back like really quick. And once we get back, we still have a lot of stuff that we have to do before Bimmerfest, and then we're doing something else right after Bimmerfest, which we haven't revealed yet either. And we're just gotta get a lot of stuff done before all of that. So there's gonna be a lot of driving though. So y'all gonna I personally like all of the road trip vlogs that we do, cause it's just fun. Like, you know, we get to talk, you know, and you guys get to see when we are at our most personal selves, not like trying to be professional or anything. Cause we're not even at the shop. We're just in the car, just driving. And sometimes it gets a little awkward because, you know, we've just been driving for a long time. And see, right now we've been up for too long. Anyways, it's already getting a little awkward. Awkward or confusing? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point.
I think we're like the weirdest
We are
on
definitely the
YouTube.
weirdest.
Like, we don't really watch other people's.
Other people's
videos.
Yeah.
So like we have nothing like
To reference to?
Yeah, so we don't know if we're like being, yeah.
Oh man.
Hopefully one day we'll have time. See what
I sure
everybody's
hope
up
so.
to. He watches a lot of what is it? Top Gear? No.
Yeah, the Grand Tour and all that. Okay, where the hell did this go? Okay, alright, yeah. That goes to the windshield washer tank, I think. Black, it's got a brown wire? Yep, windshield washer tank. Good. Alright, so all this is pretty secure. Corner light's plugged in. Well, this is on. Let's see if we can get this on. One of these tabs is broken. We have another one. Well, let's test fit this. If this one breaks, then we'll put the other one.
That cap is good. That cap is good too.
Yeah, the only gap that's off is just this. But that's just because of the actual, you can see I can move it. I could fix it right here.
I mean, isn't there usually like clip from factory?
No, not on these.
Oh, no.
No. There's the part that slides in. But I mean, that's as good as we're gonna be able to get it. Just because this bumper was in that same wreck as everything else. And you guys saw how bad everything else was. And
Yeah,
this gap.
Yeah, this gap looks good.
Yeah, but right here's a little too tight. But this, I got this to line up almost spot on right here. And this was actually part of the wreck too, so it's the same one. All right, not too bad though. Could be better, but could also be worse. It was worse from New Century.
You're right, on New Century.
I can't believe it. Like, come on. This side is the one that's gonna be like not lined up 100% with the corner light, just because that fender is also a little tweaked. And we would have bought both fenders, but the guy didn't have both. All right, let's see. Bam, bam, like a boss. Alright, now the only thing that really still bugs me a lot is this fender right here. So the gap with this fender and hood is off by a little bit, but also the gap between the fender and the corner light. So I'm pretty sure this whole fender is tweaked just a little bit, that way it's pushed back, or it's just like, you know, bent a little bit right here somewhere. And you can see right here how the angle of this is a little bit too much. This should be like close to 90 degrees, but it's probably more like 110, 115. So that's probably the main thing that's messed up. But hey, for right now, if something ever happens to this fender, like rock chips or whatever, or if it gets another fender bender, at that point we will put a different fender on and it should be good to go. But for now, we're just gonna leave it as it is. Because I mean, I can adjust it more if I drilled out each one of these holes and then just push it in some more. But I'm not gonna waste my time doing that right now. If I need to, I can do that later.
It looks a lot better than earlier.
Oh yeah. And you can see even this trim won't actually clip into that. You can see how much that thing moves at the bottom. And you can see right here how there's a little bit of damage, but it was painted over.
You might just need to buy a new fender.
Yeah. That's alright. At least like I'm happy with the way it closes. Oh, sounds perfect when it closes. There's not too much play. I can adjust those little stoppers a little more if I need to. And when I open it, it like pops right up. You ready?
Bam. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
What?
We said bam at the same time.
Ah. Now we just gotta do these emblems, wash the car, and we're good. We might not wash the car, we might just wash the windshield and all the glass, that way we can see. And then we'll wash it after all the bugs. And I mean, I think that's about it for this video. We got pretty much the whole body put back together. Now we just have to finish buttoning all the engine components back, put a battery in here, fill up the fluids, and we're on the road. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video of this whole series. I think we're probably up to like, what, 4 or 5? We're really milking this build. But we've spent so much time, it's like, you know, we're trying to get as much of the stuff as we can out there without being too boring. But anyways, hope you guys stay tuned. The road trip vlogs always seem to be the best ones, the most fun. They're the funnest vlogs, funnest, whatever it is. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, become a part of the Shop Life family. Go check out all of our other social media, show us some love everywhere else, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
No beamer when I pull in the sun. Change on me just like Polo the Don. Don't be fronting, girl, you know I'm the one. Number 2 is not an option. they can't stop me. Take off, I can't take no breaks off. I've been working